You don't want me. I don't see you. I don't want him. I don't need her. I write books. She writes for a newspaper. You need to read this. He doesn't like to read. Do you want to help me? Please, we need to help her. I don't know you. Do you know Spanish? I want to give this to you. He wants to give money. What do you think? I'm trying to learn. I have a car. I have to go. I have to work. I know your father. I know how to speak English. You like me. We need you. He likes me. Your father needs you. She likes me. She needs you. They like me. It needs you. I understand him. I work with her. They understand him. He works with her. We understand him. We work with her. She understands him. You work with her. I like it. They see us play. He likes it. He sees us play. She likes it. You see us play. They like it. She sees us play. I speak with them. They write letters to me. We speak with them. You write numbers for us. She speaks with them. He write for our newspaper. They speak with them. We don't write to him. I read the newspaper. We need to help the boy. You read the book. You have to help us today. We want to read. I want to help at home. He read magazines. Do you help your mother? I don't know your name. I want to give you bread. Do you know her husband? I want to give them water. The waitress doesn't know English. He wants to give me a car. The boss knows my brother. I want to give you a book. I want to sell these books. Do you see those birds? I want to sell these cars. Do you see those dogs? I want to sell these cups. Do you see those bikes? I want to sell these houses. Do you see those cars? I buy meat here. My sister works there. I sell books here. My wife studies there. I play soccer here. My son helps there. I read books here. My parents eat there. I have a letter from you. I see an animal. I have a letter from my friend. I see an Indian. I have a letter from your sister. I see an apple. I have a letter from the boss. I see an ace. Why do you work? Because I need to. Why do you study? Because I have to. Why do you read? Because I like to. Why do you help? Because I want to. They work at the third house. I want the second book. They play at the third house. They study at the third house. I want the second cat. I want the second waitress. We want to work this morning. You have to go this afternoon. We want to play this morning. You have to help this afternoon. We want to study this morning. You have to write this afternoon. We want to read this morning. You have to sell this afternoon. He works tonight. Do you know how to read? He studies tonight. Do you know how to write? He speaks tonight. Do you know how to work? He has dinner tonight. Do you know how to buy? I like to speak about my family. I have about 3 birds. I like to speak about the children. I know about 7 numbers. I like to speak about my work. I like to speak about money. I write about 2 books. I write about 5 letters. What do you think about the boss? What do you think about this? What do you think about your work? What do you think about him? I want to understand my friend, but I only speak English. I have money today, but I don't want to go. See you later. Why do you read in the morning? I don't have time in the evening. When do you eat? I have lunch in the afternoon. I like to speak English with my family. We don't speak Portuguese. How many books do you have about animals? I have 4 books. I don't eat at my home. I like to have dinner at the restaurant. Where do you like to study? I only study at the school. You don't like to work at this store. Why do you work here? We don't have time to go to the store with you today. Do you want to buy a newspaper with this money? I don't read. They want to write a letter this afternoon. Do you want to help? I buy 2 books every week. Do you sell books or magazines? Do your friends go to the school with you? I go by myself. Why do your children go to the movies only on the weekend?